pick, but it looks like everyone's pretty much locking in the same roles pretty much.
Imagine if you lost in Phoenix here. That'd be kind of crazy.
He might.
Yeah, it's gonna be ISO. Who am I kidding?
He's so good on it. And
Yeah.
the thing is, he's so good on it because he knows that the ISO's kit can give him that second chance and give his whole team a chance, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's to essentially put a lot of power into the one avenue they know they can win out on in comparison to the strategies where they just have not had the realistic time to have prep against some of these other teams. So, LaZe, PDF. Let's just make it interesting.
Are we ever going to call LaZe by their full name, by the way? Like their full legal name?
Please don't fire. If that's the case, we're calling LaZe with their full name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Long Amazing Zebra Years. Team Long Amazing Zebra Years!
That's worse. that's just my brain. I don't think my brain would be able to handle it. Long Amazing Zebra Ears win out against Please Don't Fire.
Going into the matchup though, LaZe are going to be starting out on the defense side here, which is going to make things a little bit more interesting because PDF, their team composition is indexed so much more onto that attack. And I've talked about the Breach and the Neon combination, but this time around, Lot, talk me through the Sova with that Neon.
Okay, so Sova and Neon is going to be really, really good. I essentially played this setup a while ago in ranked, and the one thing that really struck out to me is that, okay, we really need the Sova here because we don't have arrays to break Cypher trips, right? Mm-hmm. So you're going to have to use the shock darts to break the Cypher trips. Plus, you can actually advance with the sonar dart with Neon. You can go as fast as that sonar, and you can catch people by surprise. It's a calculated play if you're going to try for it, but it can work. There's a world where it does. So far, PDF already onto the site.
Yeah, and Spike's going to be planted. 5v5 retake. Undercut here being deployed. The Heart takes out the Vine on towards that link position. He has a pretty good line on the CT position right now, but Kenji trades him right out. Miz has a cheeky little bit of a flank on goal. Able to capitalize on it so far, but Musi and Toys are going to be able to deny the rest of the retake from LaZe here. Holding on steadfast on towards the side. Toys picks up Thames, and it's going to be Lenny, the only remaining player from LaZe here. And PDF swinging out of the ring. Starting it off very strong under pistol.
Good stuff coming from PDF. So already they have a bit of a game plan. And again, we've mentioned before that their Sunset has shown a little bit more promise. So maybe, you know, they, with the experience coming into it as well, all the losses too, they have something to work off of in terms of foundations. However, going into the buy rounds now, LaZe are not looking to buy up anything in terms of a sheriff to give them a chance or anything. It's just going to be all classics across the board. Should be safe for PDF to take this round, assuming they don't run into the massive classic train all bundled up into a corner, because that's where it can get really weird, especially when you have two ghosts in the round.
Yeah, and it's going to be extremely one-sided here in terms of the buy, but two ghosts and an outlaw, and it's going to be only supported by the Stinger from Heart, Bulldog from Musi. But we've already seen what the Stinger can do in these games, and I think we're going to see it right here. Heart getting one to open it out, Musi getting the second as well. The B-bomb site is going to be cracked open like an egg here, because PDF, they're going to be cooking an omelet on towards site, and Lenny, the last remaining player here with the classic in hand. Not too much can do.
Just a little bit of chip damage. Flawless round for PDF, as things should go for them into a full classic run. LaZe should be able to buy up their guns. Now, so far, it looks like LaZe have gone for a very standard setup. Though as I say that, I'm watching the Cypher go towards mid. Usually it would be a B issue. So if they have actually put both of their initiators over into B to stall, you see where the breach is set up over in market, trying to get the early stun, and Lenny's going to try and take the issue as well, which would make sense. Lenny is the sharpshooter as well for this crew. So been really, really good with Guardians and pistols and stuff. So if you want someone to go take a pick, it might be Lenny.
Now PDF, look at them. The paranoia play is going to be huge. Divine shutting out Miss and Moosey, denying that early elbow presence here. Now PDF going to be in a dicey 3v5 position here to start off the round.
Lenny has found a little bit of timing so far to go back into the spawn, attacking spawn to go for this flank. But with Temps going down, they could just rush it down and go straight to B. They have all the time in the world, especially when they know that there's presence over an elbow. They don't have to take this, but they're going to wrap around the long way and go into alley instead. But he has to be so careful, Hart, because, yeah, there's so many zeros on the other side there. And, yeah, with that call, that happening, PDF, they're going to try and escape over into the B side, into the 2-on-4.
30 seconds left.
Is going to come through towards Boba, and the spike will be planted down shortly, but in a 2v4 position, this is going to look so dicey for the side of PDF to try to hold off here with no ultimates available as well. And look at the utility they have. They don't even have a smoke now that they've dropped theirs towards market. And Toys, if he checks this timing wrongly, I think I'm having a fever dream because I thought someone was right around the corner, but it's okay. We'll get back to the round. The rest of LaZe are going to be funneling in through that B main position. Lenny opting to challenge this market angle. That's not the timing. Whips back around. Unable to stabilize his aim though, as Zan will be able to catch him out, and Lenny just takes out Toys.
Oh, that's a desk slammer. That would be a desk slammer. Or at least he's lifted off his possibly wireless mouse up in the air and slammed it down.
You're projecting. You're projecting lot.
Yes, I am. But you know, it's not far of a chance. Everyone gets timing like that. That is rough.
True.
Because they had a chance for that too. With the HP advantage that they had, they definitely had a chance. Zen and what was it? Temps, or it was Zen and someone else that was low. So they could have been sprayed down. Yeah, they could have been sprayed down, killed, easily done, and then left into the 2-on-2. But timing. So far, mid presence is now going to be attempted by Lenny. He's just holding it past the tripwire. Hart is attempting to possibly engage with one on the timing here. Trips are not actually set up forward. They're set up all the way at the back. And if Hart's not careful, he might actually just dash straight into it. Kenji's gone for the play to try and peek into it. Shotgun in hand, waiting for the push. So far, nothing's happening. Relay bolt goes through. Lenny's doubled up. And Moosey and Hart, they take it back towards the site fights.
Now it's going to be a 3v3 situation. Hard looking to get one. Picks off damage. Showstopper is going to be good from Zan, blowing up Hard. Now jumping into the smoke, into his own paint shells. Unfortunately, Toys picks up the kill onto him with 49 health remaining. Divine swinging out, undercut, connecting on him, and Moosey takes him out right out of market.
Sell from PDF so far. Again, showing a lot more promise on Sunset. This seems to be their comfort map, at least, where they can operate a little bit more. LaZe, they have shown to be a very aggressive team as well in the past. But on their defense, sometimes they like to play a little bit slow too. I'm kind of surprised the Showstopper was used there for the retake, but then again, it's okay. You can just always get it back. It is Zen after all. Execute is coming through into mid so far, taking space maybe to find a opening into market, but there is 2 players over here in market and they have to be so careful. And with the drone going in there, that confirms it. So they're going to back away a little bit. Heart's just going to maintain the space. Oh, but the Hunter's Fury might actually find him. Oh, that's a lot of damage coming through, but so far avoided for now. So only a little bit of damage. Miz taking most of it. And Hard as well.
Look at his positioning. He's all the way in towards mid already. The double tap is primed, but nobody's swinging him just yet. Lenny, though, he might be walking straight into his crosshairs, unsuspecting. He actually ejects it. But Musi is going to be better off for the fight, trying to get himself out of pinch now. Kenji denies any more of the shenanigans, and Hard will be pile driving that presence to allow his team to scale up on towards side. Zan shutting Miz right down, and that's going to be the spike out in the open. It's going to get planted here. Zan around the smoke, catches out Hard, unaware, checking the wrong angle there. Adept playing around the smoke. 3 members around him from LaZe. Kenji is going to take him out, and Toys in the last man standing. It's taken out by LaZe.
Good job on the retake for LaZe there. It looked very comfortable. 2-3. So LaZe are finding their footing back into the rifle rounds. I'm not too sure. I like the idea for PDF going into the mid presence there. Yeah. Trying to get a little bit more info. The right idea to drone into market. They saw 2, so they backed up respectfully because they do not want to take that fight against against Temps in market position. They would just get stunned. They would just get collapsed upon. It would have been really bad. But Musi not being able to really survive after taking that fight is a little bit huge. Yeah, it's a 1-to-1, but trades like that, especially with the current ISO, it's a little bit rough to handle because you know you can get away with more.
And look at this gamble stack from LaZe. They're already putting 3, technically 4 if you count the market player, on towards mid. One-way smoke is going to be deployed to deny that presence, but the bluff is going to be called here from PDF. Lenny already picking up 1, but Miz activating himself on the lurk, picks up Divine and Zan on tiles here. Overdrive is going to be good from Hard to pick out Lenny, and it's going to be a 4v2 situation all of a sudden for LaZe.
Make that 2-on-3. Again, HP is down for Miz, down to 10, 78, and a little bit of armor for Toys, so this is still doable, but Overdrive can still be activated back. Toys just finds the shot straight through the smoke anyways. Doesn't even matter. So left into the 1-on-3 is Kenji, 45 HP.
Now, it's a 1v3 position. We've seen Kenji try to make this happen before, but this time around, PDF, sharp on the trigger. Squarely in the lead, actually. 2 rounds for them.
It's looking good. It's looking good so far. I'm gonna take a little bit of a guess and say the moment we hit 6 for one of these teams is when a lot of the pacing will change. I feel like LaZe are more so prompting PDF to show all of their cards so far.
Look at this.
Which is a crazy mind game if that's the case.
The kill contract's already prepped for Musi. He is thinking about that elbow play. Now Hard. Look at the speed they're just able to scale up on towards elbow with.
It's you and me.
The kill contract, that's going to be deployed. Divine here with Sheriff now. Oh, just narrowly missing everybody. But Zan with the stinger is going to be able to pick up the kill. Tries to satchel out there. Kanji actually picking up Hard with the classic as well. Hunter Fury from Adept is going to go wide. Find some damage on attempts, but that is going to be it. Spike is going to be planted on the side of PDF here. And now the retake is on, baby. LaZe with 2 on towards CT. Lenny already taken out on towards a link position. Toys shutting out the rest of the retake out.
Someone check him PC, please. Toys has killed like 4 or 5 players who smoked so far. Someone please check him. 10 kills for Toys so far. He's doing really good work to try and bring his team across the line here. So Musi and Hart are backing off on the job in terms of dueling, but they're doing really, really good work in gathering space, gathering information as well when they take those first fights, backing up their teams. Operator is going to be bought up for Divine, however, so, you know, the usual words from you, the Almond Raider.
Almond Raider! But Musi is going to open it up on towards Zan. Lenny trades it right back. That's going to be the ISO player already down here. Back on towards the 4v4. PDF are slowing down their approach on that B lobby so far. But look at this lurk. It's coming out on towards MYSG. He picks up Divine, but Kenji is going to shut down that push. And now A is looking like a little bit less feasible of an option. But PDF, they know that there's only going to be one player there remaining. Especially if they remember that breach fault line that came through from Market. Gambling that he isn't going to be rotating across the A just yet, and they might have hit it right on the nose here.
Pings are coming out onto the minimap to check their corners, making sure the op hasn't swapped hands. Kenji is around the corner though with the rifle. In the cubby, takes out one. Relay bolt goes through, and yeah, he's stunned out and gunned down. Into the site, Hart goes to try and confirm all the space he can. Maybe take an early fight as well to bring pressure off his teammate. And yeah, he finds it too. 1-on-2 for Temps now.
We've seen him in this situation before with a full set of utility now. The fault line is going to be sent out towards the CT position. Anybody who is holding close. Look at this, there's so much utility available. The Paranoia just barely catches on him. And Hart, on the wide angle, is going to actually shut it right down. And now 6-2 for PDF.
Looking like a very comfortable lead. Good idea for him to stun close where the spike was. Toys was still alive. Usually Omens, when they're alive in that scenario, they would be up top onto the boxes there. TP'd up there. He even checks it. No one was there. Both holding elbow. That's how they secure the round. If he had avoided the Paranoia, there's a chance that he takes both of those fights as well, especially with that full kit of utility, but unfortunately it does clip him. So 3 ults now for the defense. Rolling Thunder is alive, there's a TP, and Zen has his showstopper.
Right here.
He's already deep into tiles, maybe trying to look for an engagement and shoot out the rockets somewhere, which he might actually get. Hunter's Fury is going to go through. So far, not too much pressure added from that. A little bit of info gain. And rotations coming through over as well into Boba.
EDF is just waiting for LaZe to try to make an impatient play. It's almost like we flipped sides, haven't we, live?
Yeah, we have. But this is a very patient LaZe as well, you know? I expected Zen to just instantly double satchel and pull out the showstopper, but he only really just did the satcheling part.
Bro, we watching an Amaya game, man. Look at this timing. It's 40 seconds, and they're just now scaling up on mid for PDF. It's going to be a little bit of a pinch here. Lenny gets both of the players, Adept and Hard, taken down. Musi, though, equalizes it out, opening up the A side for his team. The ultimate is going to be coming here from Toys, but Zan sniffs him out and takes him right out. Man advantage back in the hands of LaZe. Musi now swings out, gets a kill on towards Genji. The shield unable to protect him this time around, and this leaves Miz all alone. Try to make a play happen.
Oh, wait, he might have timing.
Be deployed, but he is lurking right around the corner here. He already spotted out Zan, takes him out here, and dispatches of Temps. So cleverly played for the Sentinel player here, Miz from PDF.
Yeah, here's the showstopper go through. Here's the footsteps, all of them making the noise and everything. And he knows that Zen can't really separate from Temps, right? That's the way you operate your duelist and initiator. They're usually both together within some degree, within the distance. It's very close. So Miz, especially knowing in that 1-on-2 scenario, that's how that combo works. Knowing as well that they have to play off each other for the trade. And he goes for the flank. And they didn't even consider it just yet on the timing. So, round 10 is the issue. PDF, 7 rounds up so far in the lead very, very comfortably.
I can't believe I'm saying this, man.
What?
A PDF?
Yeah.
They are making LaZe look like a lost herd right now, bro.
Yeah, it's actually really surprising. But again, this is what we hypothesized, right? Sunset is where they have won and lost a lot. But they've won once. and that's not an easy fight too. That where they took that win. That was what, Elevate?
Yeah.
So again, there's a very, very high chance, and they also have won out their Haven match against RDA. So there's chances for them to learn a lot. Here comes the site execute.
It is going to come through. You hard already swinging out here and taking out Lenny. The contact explode play is going to be massive. Divine and Zan, they are caught unaware and now forced on a long rotation here. Look at how much space is given for PDF to make the play on this post plant.
Yeah, such a blitz too. So fast, and that's almost a page out of Elevate's book. Hold, quiet down, and then explode onto the site. Barely took any damage too on the way in. They found all the fights that they needed. The Neon doing great work to split the site into two with the wall. Sliding out to the left, contingency as well there, so no one can peek into the wall. I've mentioned before, one of the counters to Neon is straight up just swinging her wall, because you know she's running in there. She doesn't have her gun out, right? With the combination with the ISO, the contingency wall can go through while the wall is up. Ooh, Thames holding his line, taking up both Lucy and Hart. Okay, so a little bit of a answer in terms of their economy. They can keep those guns. But yeah, you can push the contingency wall out with the Neon wall, and you essentially create a barrier where the Neon is safe, and then Neon can swing out either left or right.
Some kind of like super wall type of thing.
It's like a super wall, essentially.
Man.
All right, so time out for LaZe. They're likely talking about what is happening and how PDF have gotten this far in the first place. A lot of their textbook strategies are not going their way. I'm seeing a very passive LaZe, actually. Would you agree?
Yeah.
They're not as aggressive.
Because I feel like they've probably given a little too much respect to PDF here. I want to see them try to challenge the fights earlier on, and they did, right? There was that one round where Zan and Lenny both tried to fight towards B main to get some of the early information. And Zan did get traded out by Lenny, with Zan going down, obviously, on that game. But now, they're going to have to try to switch things up, and I think you might be right with that call.
Pings are coming out for PDF here to maybe wrangle up this A side. No, actually, no. It's a late hit, so they're not around the barriers. So they may collide late here. They're waiting. They're just waiting. They hear the orb being farmed. And the stun is not really going to hit anyone if it goes through here. It's being built up. It's being moved around. You see where the trajectory is going. It might actually land here. And oh, there's the stun. It hits everyone. Kill contract does net Zen here. We'll see how this head-to-head goes.
And oh, Zan getting taken out by Muzi in that domain expansion. And it's going to be Hart who gets the second kill with that overdrive. This blows the A side completely open. LaZe now on the back foot, but Divine shutting out Hart. Shows some promise back into this round here from LaZe.
Spike planted.
On the spike.
A lot of damage.
Yeah. It's going to be planted. Or PDF here. Divine and Kenji. I think the save might be the call though.
Yeah, they're just going to try and hold on to their guns here going into the next round. The half swap is nearly there. You might as well try and just bolster up the economy a little bit more and give yourselves a fighting chance before the half swap. Try and make that margin a little bit higher. Oh, he hears Divine. He's running past contingency. Undercut goes through. Oh, good flick onto Kenji, but Divine holds his ground, takes out Musi, but getting swept up by Toys. So 9-2. PDF are holding more than just a comfortable lead at this point.
I cannot believe this. We are nearly on a 10-2 scoreline, and it's PDF holding the lead. The underdogs are underdogging right now, lot.
I don't know how they're doing this, to be honest, but This is impressive to
Right
watch.
here.
This is extremely impressive to watch, and look at the crunch that's going to happen now. LaZe, they want some sort of answer back. They're going to try and take the man advantage first. Temps is setting up the stun. There it is, but Lenny, he's good for it. Takes out Moosey so far. Now PDF, they're going to have to try and regain the forces, scramble off to another area. Miz is already up by the tripwire at mid. So far, everything looks clear. Goes through, takes out the trip. Hunter's Fury gets used as well. Shot backwards into the mid hit as well. But Miz finds the timing onto Kenji. So now it's looking like the B site is going to be the hit. Unless they just hold and they wait for the rotation and they just re-hit A, which might be the case. Miz has pulled a lot of their answers towards the other site. And sneaky, beaky like is PDF. They're going to hit an empty A site at 45 seconds left in the clock.
Oh man, but they have to start to make use of this round timer because this bomb site is empty. Don't have information to confirm this though. Smoke does go out towards CT and the fast lane does get used, and the spike is finally going to get planted at 30 seconds. But LaZe, they finally gets caught onto what's going on. That is going to take the first contact here. He's got to be a little bit careful. And takes out hard as Divine trades it out on towards the depth, and the rest of LaZe are going to find their footing onto the last round of the half here, securing it to a 3-9 scoreline.
We've hit the fabled scoreline yet again.
Bro, the writers, man.
Yeah.
Did they just come back from MC or something?
Yeah, I think so. The other set of writers were like, okay. I have a very original plan, guys. Oh yeah, what's that? 10-2 scoreline. And then the 9-3s came back. They're like, all right, guys. 9-3s are back. 10-2s, get out of here.
It's a new trend, you know. It's on vogue at the moment. 93s.
Absolutely.
Something about odd numbers.
Yeah. Don't want to be holding the 4-round deficit, right? Well, what do you say? It's very on.
Actually, 8 would be more on, right? So they should like lose.
Double the death.
Scanning ahead.
Okay. Recon goes out to try and find anyone around the close corners, but it's instantly shot out. So they're going to have to try and find the info themselves regardless. Shock Dart's going through to try and take out the trip, but it don't think it hit it because look at the odd trip that's being set up there. I've seen this trip been put before yesterday by a different team, and it's usually to catch out the flying rays. See if they see it in the first place. There it is, and I think... Oh, it didn't catch his end this time. Swings around the corner with the satchel and finds Heart into the Moosey.
He's going to be taken down as well, but Miz trades it right back. Divine and Kenji, though, they're going to be able to make good use of the space made by Zan here. Gets kills of their own, and now Toys. Last member remaining in the round. Classic in hand with a single paranoia. What can you do here?
Possibly a miracle. Possibly death. There's a
Bro, if he
little bit
wins
of...
this, I'm on me next time.
I'll bet.
Bet?
Bet. Unless he saves armor. No way he saves armor. It's not that kind of game.
I don't think it's that kind of game.
He has paranoia, though. He could try and use it up for this, but... Ooh, good little flick. But yeah, he's being held by Divine in the deeper angle there. So, only managing to take out one. 3 members survive into the pistol. And LaZe, they find their footing back a little bit. Step by step, they might actually bring this back, but we'll have to see. 9-3 is a dangerous lead to hold, after all.
You know what we say about 9-3s, right?
What?
And the team that loses the pistol round?
What?
All of a sudden, the rounds feel so much harder to win. You start to question yourself, hey, is that superstition held for good reason? We'll see this time around. The superstition does come through for LaZe though. A lot of utility already being committed on towards this B lobby entrance though. Information is going to be gathered by Miz.
Take flight.
Drones out. Stun is avoided for now. Oh, but they do, I think, see Miz just towards the end there. A little bit of spam coming through to try and kill him, but they're gonna spam him down in his own cage. A good find. Lucy finds a shot back into Temp, so they can't really aggress upon around the corner in the bend there. These players, they've bundled up into Boba and they're slowly pushing out.
And now, it's going to be a 4v4. It's going to be a little bit dicey. Lenny does get two onto his heart, and Lucy both the duel is getting taken down. Zan taking down the Daba Toys in the market, being a thorn on their side. Zan is going to swiftly remove him from the round. 5-9 now for the side of LaZe.
All right, good stuff coming from them. But again, it was just mostly pistols for PDF. A little bit more successful, considering they did get, what was it, 1 or 2 bit of damage in. So economy is still going to be stable for LaZe so far. Lenny is the poorest, so he's going to buy up a Stinger. And Divine's going to keep onto the Ghost as well. No ults are really close except for Lenny and Zen. 1 off from that Showstopper is Zen, and Divine, sorry, and Lenny 2 off from the Hunter's Fury. Going for the mid hit, they're showing a lot of presence, making a lot of sounds. Looks like this is going to be the finality for it. A little bit of damage coming through, but the shield is tapped out.
The undercut does go through the paranoia, and the flashpoint is going to be huge to allow Zan to pick up that kill, but Miz walks up and trades it right back. Gets a second on towards Genji as well. A third on towards Divine, but Temps using all that space made by Zan, claiming 2 kills to swing it back in their favor. Now it's a 2v2, but Temps walks up here, giving Heart the kill. Served on the silver platter. Lenny trades it back out on towards Toys, and he knows where this last player is. He is expecting the swing to come out, but from the height,
here's the drop.
You see this coming along. Heart, he knows where he is. Both of these players so low on health, 1 shot away from death. But Heart claims up this forward space. You tagged up by that recon bolt, and Lenny is going to seal the deal here. A nice scoreline from LaZe to bring it right back.
That looks scary. That looked very, very scary in terms of a 1v1 scenario. He heard the drop, and Lenny was already checking up top as well. Spams him through the wall. Good mind for it as well. Uses the drone. He still had it. That pretty much cut off Heart's momentum. Heart was thinking of swinging the other way, but worried that Lenny was going to hold it anyways, but went up the other way. I mean, you just have to take a gamble, right?
Yeah.
When you're into those one-on-one scenarios, something has to be given up.
Oh, but now look at the decision making for PDF. Blitzing on towards mid with 3 on the Sheriffs.
We haven't talked too much about PDF having eco rounds in their thrifties. We haven't seen too much of it. LaZe is usually the ones that can actually pull off the thrifties. So we're going to have to see if PDF can maybe steal a page out of their strat book. So far, they've already lost Miz. So a lot of the site and a lot of the info gathering capabilities are going to be lost. He's just waiting. And he should be right to do so. Sonar is going to give away the play along with the smokes coming in. So he's going to reorientate his crosshair around to the other side. He's going to hide, but his shoulder is seen around the corner by Zen. He's not sneaky enough.
And now LaZe, they're going to get the spike down. A little bit of a more turtle hold compared to the proactive space-taking approach from PDF here. That he's going to be sneaking up towards Link. Genji already getting taken down hard. That's Adept going down as well. LaZe stake their claim on their 7th round now. 2 rounds is all that separates the scoreline of the 2 teams here.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Hunter's Fury and the Showstopper is going to be online for Zen and Lenny, so there's a chance that they're going to go for a crazy proactive play here. We'll have to see. Maybe they might opt to save the Hunter's Fury for a bit of a post-plant scenario if they want to really keep things tidy. Timeout called for PDF to try and stomp out the fires that LaZe are burning up here, and I'm going to take a gamble and say it's an issue with a lot of how they're missing out on info. and gambling their stacks and removing their pieces. What do you
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think the approach that they took against Elevate, where they had a lot of early aggression, it's not always going to work out every single round, right? And that's the nature that you have to expect with plays like that coming out from PDF. But the inverse is also true. You have to be able to find a way to secure these rounds consistently, rather than just relying on these gamble plays from the side of PDF. So now, their playbook will be called into question, and I wonder if they'll have the answer locked.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
We're going to have to see. From the looks of it, they've gambled all the way into B so far in terms of response, but the answer for LaZe is going to be onto A. Showstopper does not nail its mark so far. Hunter's Fury is going to be used to try and clear up any more angles. Does tag his teammate a little bit, but doesn't really matter too much. So into the 5-on-5 retake we go so early on.
Spike's already getting planted here. Drone being sent out here, allowing Hard to take a more forward angle. That relay ball is going to be huge, but Thames claims 3. The Rolling Thunder now online being deployed here, but Moosey with that double tap shield is going to be so huge. Finding 2 already. Protection is going to save him from that. And now Sova versus Sova, whose bow is going to be stronger here. Adept tapping on towards the Spike, but the Sonar Dart is going to give away his location.
Oh.
Peeking out here, Lenny takes him out.
So rough. He had to get it to half. He had to. If he just let off the spike and shot the dart, then he still swings that, I believe. So it's a rough clutch situation to be in. And with that round going the way it is, well, the gap is going to get closed up a little bit more. PDF have some answers back, though, in this round. Look at the alt economy. They're 2 off Hunter's Fury, and everything else is online. Overdrive, TP, Neural Theft, and the kill contract. The ever so loving kill contract. We'll see if that gets put into work so far. A lot of noise being made into elbow and a main. Kill contract goes through, and that nabs Temps, I believe. No, not Temps. Takes out Lenny instead. So into the man advantage we go.
It's going to look like LaZe will have to slow down just for a little bit to regain some control back into this round, because San, I take that back, just walks up and finds a kill on towards Adept.
That's
contemplating whether or not they should pull the trigger on towards his site. Because now Toys swings out, and so does Miz, and it's going to be a misplay from PDF as the rest of LaZe still will just be able to scale up comfortably onto this A site.
They might have to call it right after that. I saw the issue there, that they had to take a fight, maybe try and get a rifle up again, but oh, this is very rough for PDF. Again, it's both duelists left alive. If there's any sort of miracle in terms of hitting heads and getting back to site, it would be the both of them. But look at LaZe. They're holding. They're not giving them anything. Temps is ready to reapply the stun all over again. Peek coming through. There's the stun. Stun goes both ways, and they just collapse onto Heart. Moosey's around the corner. No shield can help him this time. 9
Did you see
9.
how Kenji just tried to jump hug someone?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a little bit of a crazy swing. Yeah, now all tied up here onto round 19. LaZe and PDF really taking this through 7 rounds in a row, actually. Pardon me. We're the side of LaZe here. Really showing us what they're all about. Now, PDF, they're going to have a couple of ultimates to work with. Overdrive. And that's the biggest one, especially. We've seen Hard have some crazy rounds with this in his back pocket.
Coming out and sees all these players so adept, he's going to back away. Give them the space. If Adept can get 1 kill here, he has the Hunter's Fury online as well to try and stall them out. This close. Oh, movement. Somehow survives. There's no way. Heart gets out with his life. They're only taking a little bit of damage. He was stunned. He was dead to rights. Execute
Use
is still
both
gonna
slides
follow
there.
through. Yeah, Execute's still gonna follow through. Double satchel in into backside. Heart goes down for it against Zen. Finding the double as well.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
And LaZe flawless round into the side. They just took fights that round.
Yeah, now PDF. We have highlighted before how much they struggle in these defensive rounds, especially when they're forced to turtle up against a team who plays like this. A far cry from the PDF that we saw in the match against Elevate now. Granted, they will have a couple, more than a couple of ultimates actually. Hunter Suri now online for depth as well. Hero Theft. This will have his to play with around as well. Hunter Suri is going to be popped here. The contingency from Musi can bail himself out.
I
For
know
the depth.
exactly where you are.
We'll get it across, but not before LaZe and is going to be able to swing this back to a 3v3.
What an explosive satchel for Zen to get that kill too, to try and bring things back. Oh, and Kenji
Like,
finds the
planted.
kill.
He does get one on towards Musi, yeah, like I said. Now it's going to be man advantage for LaZe. Look at the players here for PDF. They're split so far apart. No opportunities to play off each other. They're going to collapse on towards the depth now. The last player remaining, Miz, on the B main position. He's going to be taken out.
So LaZe up into 11, one more to hit match point, and they've essentially reverse sweep PDF into it. They stopped at 9 PDF going into the 9-3 half, and yeah, like we said, fabled, cursed scoreline. Technical pause is going to be called through, so a little bit of time for PDF to really sit there and think, but at this point, with the lead lost and the amount of rounds won against them, I think it's less them thinking and more them wallowing.
Okay, so according to what I'm hearing from production, they're contacting their resident Bomo to try to lift the curse of the 93. The Bomo has just reached the doorstep of the PDF office, and he is conducting the ritual right now.
Okay, all right. Prage. Prage. Oh boy. Okay, we have the stats up in the meantime though, and look at Zen and Lenny. These are exactly where you want these two to be, right? Zen, of course, he's going to lead the way with the kills, being the entry fragger he is, but he's so explosive with his plays. He's always going to be holding that top spot. Lenny, secondary there on the board, which is essentially what I expected. It's either Lenny that's up there or it's, Temps. Maybe Divine, but Lenny being there also just makes more sense. He's been quite the sharpshooter. I still remember, the opening match against DSG.
Yeah.
Back-to-back 4Ks from pistol to the second round. And then we saw more 4Ks come out of him as the split continued. So he's a very, very impactful player on his own. He's pretty much matching the stats with his duelist. Just not really what you see too much when it comes to the double ini setup, but yeah, good stuff for him.
Definitely. And
go on.
Can we just talk about the fact that LaZe are, 10 rounds in a row now? My math isn't very good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 9 rounds in a row.
Yeah, 9. Yeah, so it's again, PDF, they have had answers on Sunset, but it's being pretty shown consistently that PDF cannot close certain rounds and close certain games. I go back onto my notes here. Let's see. PDF had a 13 or 10-13 scoreline against Elevate, and that was the Sunset. So if they stop at 10 here, that reflects the issue. They struggled to close. Going back further into, let's say, week 1, roughly the same. We'll count out the next go one because next go pretty much annihilated them.
Yeah. Now, LaZe slowing things right back down. MYSG, get some information. Whoa, that fault line is going to force him right back, though. Tripwire being set up here. In case the push does come through. But look at the default from LaZe. They baited out such a reaction onto the B site.
This is classic LaZe. This is classic LaZe, right? Just hold, pause a little bit. Yeah, they didn't get their first kill to do their usual hold and pause, but they baited so much util. You heard the Cypher setting up the trips and everything. Now he's playing around in his own setup. The reason why he didn't put down the trips in the first place is because he didn't want it to get destroyed by either early nade or shock dart lineup. But looks like it's going to be the re-hit again, and there's the double spray down from MYSG. He's pushed up so far. They didn't expect him to be there. He's taking the advantage of the space given to him.
30 seconds left.
Oh, and even does a little bit of damage towards Zen as well through the smoke. Doesn't really matter because I think the spike should be planted here very soon. Into the retake we go.
Ooh, Adapt picking up the kill on towards Kenji and Zan. Punishing Toys for scaling up so far. Musi trades it back though, but not before Divine can make an answer from the backside. Getting the last play on towards Boba, but it's going to be PDF. Coming right back to life. You're shutting out the momentum that LaZe had.
Okay. Prophecies coming through. They've hit 10. Let's see if they can go further than this. I'm impressed and also at a loss that we've hit double digits for both of these teams.
Yeah, because on paper, I would have expected a much more dominant showing from the side of LaZe here. But hey, credit where credit is due. PDF are really surprising us tonight. 11-10. Now, Cypher Cam can be deployed, but the showstopper here getting caught out by the tripwire. Oh, dude, he doesn't know he's up here.
He doesn't know he's up here.
Oh, what? Wait! So MYSG gets a kill on towards Lenny, but Zan just trades it right out right in time before he gets sprayed out here. And now the spike is going to be planted for LaZe. Yeah, 4v4, but Zan's already so low, and the rest of LaZe, they don't have any space on towards his backside here. So this plant is going to be defended purely through main. Except for Zan. Goes out, swings, and takes out the shield from Musi. Attempts, sprays down, gets a 3 here, but Hard, the last remaining member, is going to get taken down as well. But Temps, huge showing from him to secure the match point. 4K for the initiator here.
Yeah, I was mentioning before that Temps is the other initiator that can go and match up against Zen's stat line, right? And we've seen it happen before on maps like, let's say, Lotus, where he's pretty much always going to be on that breach too. But man, that is impressive from him as well. Rolling Thunder is going to be online for him. Hunter's Fury. So initiators are good to go with their ultimates. Zen making good work with taking space with the showstopper. I can't believe he survived that, by the way. I cannot believe he survived that entry. Not only that, he whips around to kill Miz up top 2 with 15 HP left. So LaZe into match point in this technical pause. Not too sure what the issue is. Maybe another ritual?
Yeah, it's going to be another ritual, and it's going to be a hydration ritual. All the players will be drinking water. Those of you who are watching at home, make sure you're drinking enough water as well. It has been... Actually, it's been pretty rainy the past couple of days in KL, but not sure how it's like the rest of the country. To our brethren across the border as well, make sure you are staying hydrated as the match timer is going to be ticking right back down again. Get your water in so you can scream, whether in pleasure or in frustration, depending which team takes this round.
It should be off the back of this kill contract coming through. We're going to see all the commotion coming in through it, all the util. Musi goes straight away for the fight, but he doesn't get to activate his kill contract either. Rolling Thunder comes through, so Sight is going to be hit hard, and Divine TPs right through, finds Toys as well.
Now hard with the Bulldog. On towards CT. Not much you can do. He gets taken down by Thames. And it's going to be a 4v2 now for LaZe. Spike is going to go down shortly. Miss. Finding a flank angle in towards the Link actually. Stinger in hand. Throws out the cage. Not much you can do here. As the rest of LaZe just close it right out. The Zebras taking it all the way across. 13 rounds.
13-10. So there's a pattern there, considering PDF stop at 10. Considering their last matchup too. A bit,
Yeah. And
bit odd.
they're one of the teams, man, they're so good on their attacking side. But it's just once they go on towards their defense, it's like they're a completely different team all of a sudden. You know? They're not PDF. Because the PDF that I saw in their attacking, I saw the fire in their eyes as they tried to. They were so proactive in their attack. When they got the spike down, they took so much forward spacing, which made it so difficult for LaZe to try to scale up against them. They had to commit so much utility that by the time you get towards sight, it's so tough.
Yeah, it is. It's super tough for how these teams have to try and get that avenue in as well. But look at LaZe. They've brought this back all the way. And the story being told with the post plan in itself is another issue. If you're looking at the round counter down at the bottom, that's a whole nother thing. PDF did a very, very good job on their attack, especially with the post plant conversions as well. The LaZe, I would say they just called a masterclass in terms of attack.
Yeah, LaZe's attack was just different, man. Only dropping a single round there right after the technical timeout. And then just cleaning it all across the board.
Looking into the stats, looking into the stat lines we go, MYSG is going to be the MVP, of course, for PDF. He was doing really, really good work. It's either going to be MYSG or it's either going to be Hart, to be honest. Both of them doing really good jobs on their duelist roles. Unfortunately, in this score mark, we see Adept is a little bit missing in the ACS, in the kills. So he has to really get shaken up alive and join his team for this next map. Zen's going to be your MVP for LaZe, of course. Ever so the bright young duelist he is. A crack player he's going to become as the future rolls around as well. He continues the career. Lenny following his steps as well with the 20 frags. 19 for temps as well. So the initiators are doing well to try and keep up with this boy that you see on screen right here. Run me down with the stats.
They are supporting him so well because, man, there were so many times where he was just able to dive on towards the backside and his team just followed him in and populated that space he made. So even if he did get taken down on the deeper positions that he did take, with all the util supporting him, the trade would come through very, very shortly. And that does come through in the stats as well. 78.3% KST.